Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with My Hero Academia. Last time around in the series, we had The High Deep Blue Sky to finish off Season 5, basically showing the kids in class, All Might wishing he could still be of use, and Shigaraki undergoing some sort of metamorphosis or something as they prepare for the coming war. But we also, just recently actually, watched My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission, which was basically this worldwide threat going on, and in the country of Otheon, Deku was framed for murder and was partnering up with a guy named Rhodey Soul, and eventually they, through their teamwork and as well as teaming up with Todoroki and Bakugo, they managed to defeat the villain before he basically wiped out everyone with a quirk on Earth. So, yeah, it was really good. If you haven't checked out the movie or my reaction, definitely go check those out because they were a lot of fun. But yeah, we are now moving on into Season 6, Episode 1. Isn't that crazy? And this is the first time I'm watching My Hero Academia live with you guys. So yeah, this is interesting, isn't it? We don't normally do this, but I don't really see the reaction being too different. I just realized I don't have the stuff out. Normally I have, the hand and I have All Might out. But it's too late in the day for me to go get it, so we'll put them out next week. Sorry about that. I know I normally do that, but I forgot, and I am quite frankly too tired to do that. It is the end of the day. I've already recorded 2 other big videos, so yeah. Oh well. But yeah, because this is the first episode of the season, full length is available for free. So if you want to watch my full unedited reaction to this episode of My Hero Academia, what you gotta do is head down in the description or into the pinned comment, and there will be a link over to my Patreon page. But again, this is completely free for this episode. And basically, you just have to sync up your copy of this episode of MHA with my, footage, basically. I've made it as easy as possible. I'm watching this on Funimation. If you're watching this subbed, it should also be about the same. I don't know if you're watching on another site, if the frame rate will be different or anything, but I'm watching this on Funimation in the English dub. But if you're watching on Funimation and you want to keep it on sub, I guess that could still work if you just mute it, but I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, you can do that for everyone else who just wants to watch the edited reaction. That is also in the description and in the pinned comment. It's the first 2 links. The first link is just the reaction verbatim. The second link is just a backup link in case the first link doesn't work for whatever reason. I always provide a second version, but they're the exact same video, so you don't need to click on both of them. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I don't really know where we're going in this season, but I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun. So, with that said, let's just go ahead and jump right into this episode of My Hero Academia. Here we go. Alrighty. Okay, folks, we are back. Fully back. We are back into this series, and boy, none of this, let's reintroduce our heroes and have them do this little thing before we get into the actual plot. Nope, we are going, go. Like, we have already started, the raid on the Shiehei Saikai. Just go. Move. Let's all get going, folks. Holy crap. Oh, man. And even though, they didn't originally get the doctor, Mirko was about to kick the shit out of him. So, man, I am so down for this buff bunny girl. Fuck. Yes, I also love... I wonder if that's in the sub, too, the "What's up, Doc?" Because that is just that's so stupid that but it's brilliant. Brilliant! Okay, so, the war started. There is, no... I don't know, I guess it kind of makes sense that there's no, lead up to it, but it's or I guess, the lead up is watching Meta Liberation Army arc from last season, But yeah, we're just go. Like, just go, man. Like, we are not wasting any time. We are attacking right now, and yeah, they found the doctor. And I'm only assuming that, I don't know. So, okay, he has super regeneration. He has regeneration, but presumably his version of the quirk is not... that's not his original quirk. Which is interesting. Presumably it's not his original quirk, but it also begs the question of, how old is he, Because if this is something that he has taken, and given to not only all the, a lot of the high profile Nomus, but also to himself and All for One, presumably he must have also given that to Shigaraki, Assuming, I guess, I mean, why wouldn't you also, if you can give that to them, why would you not give that to Shigaraki, But, yeah, how old is he, How old is he? I still want, at some point, for Deku to meet him and be like, hey, wait a minute. But I know, because people told me last season that it was never confirmed. It at least hasn't been confirmed, I don't think, if he is the same doctor that told Deku that he was quirkless, So, I don't know, but, man. Now, we got the stuff at the beginning with Hawks, talking about, the plan, which is, because of the distrust of heroes. Now, that's interesting. That's interesting that he brings up, the citizens, they're fed up with the system and stuff. It's interesting because while that has certainly been highlighted, I would say, though, that recently it's gotten better, between All Might and his fight at Kamino to pretty much to Endeavor's fight with Nomu in Kyushu. Like, I would honestly think that I kind of thought that, like, the perception of heroes was actually getting better, But I don't know. I mean, even, I guess maybe even if it's getting better, it was already so far down, So, I love that they got Slide and Go. I love that they figured that out. And I love that it was, isn't his name Death Arms? That dude's all the way back from episode 1, That dude was out there in episode 1 with, like, Kamui Woods and Mount Lady in the, like, one of the first scenes, But I love he just, bear hugs him, basically. He's like, oh, we know it's you, you backstabbing son of a bitch, So I love that. That's really great. But yeah, the whole thing with, the system, and it's like, so I understand, because I mean, I guess it is because that is what has been built up this whole time. And it's essentially, it's not even like, oh, we get them to get rid of the heroes for us or anything. It's that, no, because there's so much friction going on right now and the heroes are kind of at a low point, we can take them out and, cause anarchy across the country, and then Tomura will rule in the ashes, And it's like Hawk said, it's the second coming of All for One. It's Shigaraki ascending to All for One's, place of power, So yeah, so interesting stuff there. I also like how Hawks was able to figure out where Shigaraki was because he made friends with Twice, which was interesting. And I like how he says Twice is too trusting, So he used that to his advantage to, get what he needed, basically. So I like that. And then, yeah, we're just like, just go, man. We're on the attack. We are on the attack, and everyone's there, which I'm glad. I'm so thankful that I'm hoping, because he wasn't, I don't even know, was Ida in the intro? Because he must have been, but I just didn't see him in any place of prominence. And I feel like that is such a disservice to the character. Like, I know we have our big three. We have our, our holy trinity of Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki. I get that, But I would also like, I mean, I want Ida in the same way that I want Uraraka, you know? Like, they're big deals, you know? Ida and Uraraka are such big deals, especially earlier on in the show, so I hope we get some good big moments with Ida. And I'm sure we will. And this is mainly coming off of the last movie. And I won't give away plot details if you haven't seen World Heroes Mission, although you can totally watch it right now, I'm pretty sure. I did at least. But I will go ahead and say that Ida does nothing in that movie, you know? You get the Holy Trinity, and that's great, and I like the Holy Trinity, but Ida did nothing, and I really did not like that. And, now granted, a lot of the other characters didn't do a lot of stuff either, but, it would cut back to Uraraka doing something, fighting a villain, and I want that for Ida. So I'm at least glad that he's already there, plus Uraraka, plus Sue. They're with the Holy Trinity, plus all the heroes, So yeah, so that was good. But yeah, we're just going. We got two fronts. We've got all the heroes that are going to the Paranormal Liberation Base, which is good. And then we've got everyone else at the hospital, and I love that so much when Endeavor just walks. Well, first off, that the doctor tries to run away, and then you have Eraser it takes away what must be regeneration, and thus he starts aging so much. And yeah, he looks like Viserys, it's terrible. But yeah, so now we know what at least one quirk that he has is, even if he may not have his original quirk, but yeah. So that was interesting, and then I love hearing Endeavor. Man, Patrick Seitz is so amazing. He's just so amazing. I love anytime I get to hear this man. I feel like he was kind of a disservice for him to be Jiren in Dragon Ball because he didn't have too many lines, but whenever you get to hear this man as Endeavor or Dio or what have you, is so great. So I love when he's like, he's like, oh, so you're the right-hand man of All for One. You're the devil's pawn, And it's like, oh, I just wish he'd said, it's like, you're the devil's pawn, and now you will burn. I can't really do too good of an impression. It's the end of the day, and I'm slightly sick. I'm kind of nursing a sore throat, which is great when you have to be, talking a lot during the day. But yeah, so I'm not, at 100% right now. So, but that's all right. Next week I'll probably be doing it a bit earlier in the day. The only reason I didn't do this earlier in the day was because I was also doing the Cowboy Bebop movie. Go check that out if you haven't checked out the Cowboy Bebop. I've done 2 other anime since we last saw each other in season 5. So after season 5 of MHA, I started Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. You can go check those out. And then once I finished Attack on Titan, when I caught up with Attack on Titan, I started doing Cowboy Bebop. Anyway, but that was really great that they caught him. Of course, yeah, it was a double, which makes sense that he would use a double, because there's no reason that a double would, unless he got attacked by a hero, there's no reason a double would, get hurt and, disintegrate, So that was interesting. Granted, both the double and the actual doctor they honestly seemed like they were genuinely surprised, because the double was thinking like, oh, only 1 more month and Shigaraki's gonna be, he's gonna be ready to go. So yeah, I'm wondering and then he seemed genuinely surprised that the heroes were there. So even though, yes, he had the double, they're not ready. They're still a month off of what their original plan was. So I'm wondering, even if Shigaraki comes out, he's not going to be at, what they thought. But he will probably still be pretty powerful. But we'll have to see. But yeah, this is just like it, This is just like it. This is the war. This is the confrontation between the heroes and the villains that we've pretty much built up all series, This is it, Now, granted, I think, don't quote me on any of this because I don't really know the manga, but I know the manga is still going. It's close, I think. I think they're starting to wrap up the manga now. or at least go into the final arc of the manga. So I don't know, like, how long we're going to be going with the anime. You know, I don't think that this is it. I don't think this is the final season. I'm sure at the very least we're going to get one more season of MHA, but yeah, so I'll be curious where this goes, but this honestly feels like, you know, this is the big final big shebang, but we'll have to see. We will have to see. Either way, they did a lot in this first episode that they normally, I feel like, wouldn't. I mean, even the whole thing with the Shie Hisaikai in season 4, you know, yes, we had the first episode, which was, you know, the reporter going around at UA, but then after that, it was build up with Night Eye and Eri and Mirio until eventually you got to the raid, and then you go and you fight Overhaul and everything. This one, on the other hand, is just go. You know, we had build up in season 5, but now it's just go. Let's go. Let's friggin' go, man. And we're going, and Mirko is definitely going. She is going with her friggin' thick thighs, saving lives and taking down bitches, definitely. So, she is definitely the embodiment of thick thighs save lives. Like, in such a literal sense, you know? It's magical. It's absolutely magical. Anywho. But yeah, that is pretty much it. This was a great premiere, and judging by the other seasons, we got 24 more episodes of this, so 24 more episodes this season, and from what I hear, My Hero doesn't take a break in between arcs, so we're just like set for the next 24 weeks, you know? Although I don't know, maybe that'll change this year, I don't know, and who knows? I've never been caught up on MHA before, but I am now, and I'm very excited to keep going. But yeah, that is basically it. Next week, we will move on to episode 2. Hopefully, these are going up on Wednesdays. I know last week in the movie I said that went up on Wednesday, and it didn't, but whatever. Hopefully, this is going up on the day that I said it would. And yeah, we will just putter right along through the English dub. So that is basically it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist for all of my Hero Academia reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.